As COVID-19 cases rise across the country, many states are trying to slow the spread of the virus with new restrictions.
With an increase in COVID cases throughout Erie County, many churches have switched back to virtual service. Find out what pastors have to say about this adjustment.
Area state troopers and U.S. Marines take on a special assignment today.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is 1024 Action News at 11.
New tonight at 11, one man is arrested after leading police on a chase. According to Erie Police, the incident started as a traffic stop, but the driver fled the scene. A chase ensued before the driver ran a stop sign and crashed a car near the intersection of East 21st Street and McKinley Avenue. The driver was taken into custody. No injuries were reported. Coronavirus cases are increasing across the country. ABC's Ty Hernandez reports that many states are imposing new restrictions to try and slow the spread of the virus, and with a possible vaccine on the horizon.
Cases of coronavirus are on the rise in all 50 states. 245,040 Americans have died from the virus since the pandemic began. One of them, 42-year-old Ryan Mulcahy, diagnosed with COVID-19 a month and a half ago. His condition improved, but then worsened.
And he thought he was over it, and now he's gone because the virus didn't stop when the symptoms stopped. The virus found another way to attack him.
And George Longoria, his daughter, with a message for anyone not taking the virus seriously.
I can't tell you the amount of people, friends of my dad, who have said, "Oh, I didn't take it seriously before your dad. Sorry it took my dad to die for you to take it seriously."
Many states imposing new restrictions. New Mexico's governor ordering all non-essential businesses to close for 2 weeks. In North Dakota, the governor changing course, issuing a statewide mask mandate. But in El Paso, Texas, an appeals court has overturned the city's shutdown order of non-essential businesses, even as the number of cases in the city continues to rise. Flint, Michigan has made progress reducing the disparity in deaths and infection rates among African Americans, in part through increased access to testing. But still, the state broke another daily case record on Friday.
So I do think we are going to have to go back into some period of modified operations.
Health officials are urging Americans to seriously consider their holiday plans.
Thanksgiving is one of our greatest holidays. It's beloved, but this year we're going to have to do it differently, or we're going to have a very unmerry Christmas.
On Friday, President Trump predicting Pfizer will soon receive emergency use authorization for its vaccine.
As soon as April, the vaccine will be available to the entire general population.
The head of the administration's Operation Warp Speed, Moncef Slaoui, says President-elect Joe Biden's team should be given access to the federal program so that nothing slows it down, warning thousands of lives are at stake. Ty Hernandez, ABC News, New York.
It was another triple-digit day of new COVID-19 cases in Erie County. The Department of Health reporting 149 new confirmed cases. So far, 59 people have died from COVID-19 in Erie County. 3,227 people have tested positive since March. Throughout the region, Crawford County is reporting a total of 998 cases. Warren County is reporting a total of 108. Ashtabula County, 1,497 cases. Chautauqua County, New York, 1,297 cases. Across the Commonwealth, the Department of Health reporting 5,551 new cases, which brings the total since March to more than 259,000. The state is also reporting 50 new deaths, bringing that total to over 9,000. With an increase of COVID-19 cases throughout Erie County, many local churches have suspended in-person service. Chelsea Swift spoke to pastors about returning to streaming Sunday services online.
Some local churches have suspended in-person service for the rest of the year. One pastor at Fairview Presbyterian Church says their congregation has switched from a hybrid method to a virtual service for the rest of 2020.
I think it's important that we're offering options for the community right now at different comfort levels so people can still join in worship And of course, worship isn't the only thing we're doing right now. We also have outreach and mission that's still happening.
Pastor Zieg Lindsay adding both churchgoers and staff have experience with live stream services.
Well, we know we can do it because we did it before. We did it starting in March as soon as we had the shutdown orders from the government, and that's what we've been doing throughout the summer. So we're prepared for it. We have the technology for it. We have the volunteers who are prepared to step in.
Another pastor says despite some members missing that in-person interaction, the switch to virtual is less daunting this time around.
We went virtual on my iPhone, which was all that we had at the moment, and had to kind of learn the hard way about how to use it. Now, it was a great tool. I mean, I won't say that it was awful, but we were able to invest some funds, both that our denomination helped us with and our own congregation invested into.
Pastor McCarty adding with new technology, members of Community United Church feel confident about a temporary 2-week break, meeting virtually to keep the community safe.
With the rise in cases across the country, it's very clear that we can do a little bit better than what we're doing. And we don't need to shame or blame people if we can just all take this as a reminder that, real lives are at stake right now, and let's be responsible for one another.
Chelsea Swift, Jet 24 Action News.
U.S. Marines and state troopers teamed up to help struggling families put presents under the Christmas tree. They were in the front parking lot of the Peach Street Walmart hosting Stuff the Cruiser today. People came and stuff a police cruiser full of donated toys that'll be going towards the Toys for Tots program. The gifts will be used to ensure children from economically struggling families in Erie County can still have presents for Christmas.
This year it's a little bit different because of COVID, so there's lots of people struggling across Erie County. So not just the people that usually benefit from this program, but then we might have a bigger group this year. So it's nice to see people from the community come out, donate some money, donate toys, even if they are struggling too.
People donated more than $1,000 in cash in addition to the toys. And coming up on Jet 24 Action News at 11, an initiative to plant more than 200,000 trees got underway today. That's after a first look at the forecast. Hey, Craig.
All right, Brian, so tomorrow wind is going to be a problem. We have wind advisories, high wind warnings to go over what you can expect coming up next.
From your news leader, you're watching Brian Wilk, meteorologist.